We going to Carbone's on one. Okay. Drinking or smoking?
Smoking.
I knew that was the answer. Podcast or radio?
Radio.
I felt he was gonna
See, that's major shit. See what I'm saying?
No,
like
nah.
this, like he backstepping right
not
now.
major shit.
When you pick radio, that's because you're major.
No,
You can be a
I was
pirate
gonna pick
radio.
podcast, but I still feel radio has a broader reach. If you're a top 40 artist, there's nothing.
You
like
think
that
it
in the
still has
world.
the impact?
Yeah, I
still
do.
to
There's
this day?
nothing.
Yeah.
Listen, Ethan.
Yeah.
There's nothing like being top 40 Z100 every rhythmic.
But today,
even today, rhythmic, fucking.
This is what I'm saying.
relax, man.
You know,
Yo,
every
we're having a
fucking.
Why you ain't say that earlier?
No, but what I'm saying, there's
Continue.
nothing like that.
Exactly, John. Go.
Because that's when you get the Grammy nods, the MTV nods. Those that's when you award.
But do you think radio
Hold on, let me
still?
say- let me say one thing.
Let me finish.
Yo, I had a top 10 record. I never knew New York had 7 stations.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Oye Mi Kondo. I
Okay,
never
but
knew
that's,
New York
that's
had
what I'm
7
talking
stations.
about right now.
Go ahead.
Is it still reaching the same audience, the same amount of people? I don't feel that it is.
Radio?
Yeah, I don't feel that it is.
People consume music differently these days.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I think actually the playlists are bigger than the radio stations right now. Getting your songs
Like
on
the Spotify
these playlists,
playlist, the title playlist.
Apple, all these
Apple.
playlists. Like, if
Let's
you
let's
on
start
all
with
the
title.
playlists,
Let's start with title. Come on.
like you on the hip hop playlist on Apple, or you on the motherfucking It's Lit playlist
Right.
on that. You on these playlists. That is, to me right now, is more valuable than being on the radio. But trust what I tell you. There's an old guard.
No,
that
I
still
believe that.
runs
That I
how this
believe.
shit works.
I believe that.
And they haven't adapted to that yet. So if you want to get Grammys and motherfucking American Music Awards,
It's
and,
still that old guard, 100%.
It's the old guard,
100%.
and you gotta motherfucking go
100%.
through
No, I agree
radio to
with
get
that.
that.
I understand.
You know, so yes, artists don't listen, man. Strive for it all, man. Fuck, I'm not telling y'all not to want radio or nothing. I want it all.
These niggas were drunk. And that happens a lot. Obviously on a podcast called Drink Champs, but good Lord. I was trying to find the clip and get it all perfect, but this nigga Ja Rule was just talking gibberish. With that said, he made some very good points here. And given where you are in the industry and what you think about the record business, this is going to be very divisive. I really don't know what side I'm on, but I'm going to talk about in this video and break it down and talk about Ja Rule's career and where he's at now and how it led to that, and talk about the traditional independent artists and what we're going through, and is there a happy medium? I don't know. Y'all stick around and watch this entire video. Watch another video after this. You better hit like, follow, share, subscribe, save, and go watch them shorts, man, them reels, them TikToks. We've been loading like a motherfucker, man. Go watch them shits. Goddamn, man, shit.
My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond.
My name is Dorian from Group82University.com, and right here we got Ja Rule saying there's nothing like the radio. Now, for those of you that don't really know Ja Rule or his story or whatnot, you know, Ja Rule from New York, typical growing up, wanted to rap, sing. I ain't going all into his background, but in 2002, there probably wasn't a bigger male pop star besides Eminem. Ja Rule was that big. He was on everything. And he's the one that kind of made hardcore rappers singing pop friendly. Not saying it hadn't happened before, but he was on like every single song. And then 50 Cent came in and, you know, the rest is history. But the thing about Ja Rule, man, is his entire career is predicated off of radio promotion. Him and Ashanti and Irv Gotti and everybody at Murder Inc. were constantly on the radio. So he is going to associate anything good with the music business through radio because he was a label artist. He didn't own his masters. I don't even know if he owns his publishing. I don't know if he got his royalties back. But when you are one of those artists that you are predicated on the marketing of the label to make sure you have a career. When you fast forward to today, you don't need that anymore. I'll give you an example. Olivia Rodrigo. I told you about that song Driver's License and my T-Pain Rig Charts video, which feeds into everything I'm saying right here. And also I talked about it in the Grammys Are Rigged video as well. You know, when Driver's License was #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, this is what this clip from Variety magazine, which is also owned by the same company that owns the Billboard charts. Once again, go watch that T-Pain video. And it says for the Billboard Hot 100, the chart, everybody looks at this is how they determine a song's popularity. industry is based on a combination of sales, radio play, and digital streams. Now, sales, iTunes sales, people gonna buy the album. Radio play is a closed circuit operation because everybody can't get their songs played on the radio, but everybody can get their album bought on iTunes. So the fact you factor that in already shows that you're leaning towards signed artists under labels. And then digital streams. These labels own a portion of Spotify, except for Sony, they sold their share. So 2 out of the 3 qualifiers to get on the Billboard Hot 100 lean heavy towards major label signed artists. When you go #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, you're everywhere. You're gonna be getting syncs for movies and television shows, and that's when you get nominated for the Grammys and American Music Awards and all that stuff that Ja Rule was talking about. So he's right. If you do want those things, you are going to have to play their game. You gotta sign away your masters so you can get on the radio, you can get on these playlists that are rigged, so you can go up that fake chart, and then hopefully people will buy your album, and if they buy your album enough, then you're gonna get nominated for all them awards while they got the ownership of everything. But when you're an independent artist, this doesn't matter. The Billboard charts don't matter. Hell, the iTunes charts don't matter. What matters is if you're able to financially support yourself to be an artist. That's what matters. And so you have to decide, what do you want in the business? I do not believe that you can say, hey, I want to be an independent artist that gets all of this and I win a Grammy. It doesn't work like that. If you want to win that, they have to own your masters. And if you're an independent artist, there's no reason to give your masters up. So you can't really have both. That's why you got to make a decision. Everything that I'm doing right now, if someone who wanted to get signed was doing this as well, they would have been signed. I probably could have signed a record deal 2 or 3 years ago. If I would just change my content and said I wanted to sign a record deal, somebody would have offered me because I have enough of the buzz. I just don't see the point of doing the independent grind and not getting all the money for it. But to each his own. But what do y'all think? Do you think that people should stay independent? Do you think people should get signed? Do you think that Spotify playlists are more powerful now than the radio used to be? Or do you think a lot of people really want to be inside the major label system, but they are scared to talk about it? I really want to know what y'all think, man. So write inside the comments your opinion. Go back and forth. Have a healthy debate. Be respectful with everybody. Whoever makes the best point, I'm probably going to pin your comment. Go click the links on Instagram. Go buy our music marketing class for $250. Get enrolled right now. On YouTube, you click that link in the box. You can get the exact same thing. I'm out the pond. Y'all stay true.
Rotate, rotate. Rotate, rotate. Rotate, rotate. Rotate.
Group82University.com.